I wanted to share a few of the people we spoke with here recently so you could be on the lookout to see if there's some other people we may need to help. So we ran across a family through a real estate agent. They live up north and they've always wanted to move down south to be closer to grandkids. Their challenge was when they looked at the pricing of homes in our neck of the woods compared to where they are, to get what they want, be close to the grandkids, they're going to have to spend more than they're going to make when they sell their home. So they were trying to decide, are we going to either take a lesser home or we're going to stay put up north, or do we get what we want? And I heard the husband, he said, "You know what? We've worked our whole lives. We've worked our whole lives to finally be free, to finally be close to the grandkids. We're going to get what we want." So what we were able to do is we've got them set up where they're going to make a certain amount when they sell their home, but it's more than they're going to have to pay cash for a home. So they need a small mortgage. The challenge is if you're a senior, you go to apply for a small mortgage. Well, one, do you qualify on a fixed income? But number two is, do you really want to make a monthly payment every single month to take a chunk of your income and cash flow away? So we've set them up on the reverse mortgage for purchase. So they're going to sell up north. They're going to make about 300,000. They're going to put that down on a home. They can actually buy a $500,000 home with no monthly payment. They still own the house. They'll still be able to sell it in the future. They could still give the home to the kids. But because of the strategies of the FHA reverse mortgage, they cannot make a payment if they don't want to. So the home they want with the budget they want near their grandkids. So that was an awesome, awesome conversation last week. We had another folks that we worked with. So we spoke with a son. He's got 80-year-old parents. The challenge is that they cannot take care of them anymore. The care that they need is way too much for them to be able to work, take care of their kids, and take care of their parents. But the home they live in is paid off. So we were able to show them that, you know what, you could take a small percentage of the equity that your parents have built up over the years, and you could use that, use the house for them to stay in the house. So we're able to give them money up front as well as money monthly, where they'll be able to use that to pay for caregivers to stay in the home and have the care they need and the care that they deserve, but also allow the kids to feel good that they're being safe, they're being taken care of, but not feel bad too that they're abandoning their parents because they're actually paying for the care that they need with the equity inside of the parents' home. Just an awesome, awesome strategy. So that was a great conversation we had as well. We had another one where we met with a lady that she really wants to move. She really wants to move, but she also wants to retire. So she's balancing, can I afford to retire? Can I afford to move? Can I do one, the other? Can I do both? We were able to show her two options. Number one is if she wanted to stay where she is, we could pay off her mortgage, make her payment from $1,200 a month down to zero, down to zero. With that difference in budget, she would be able to afford to retire because she's going to take a big hit from her income down to her Social Security. So now she has peace of mind to know when she does want to retire, she can do that comfortably because her monthly payment would be zero in that scenario. And then we also showed her if she wanted to move, she could sell her home, take all that money, put it down on a new home, buy a house with no monthly payment as well. So that was a great conversation. Then we had another one. We had a gentleman, we got introduced to him through a credit union. They don't do reverse mortgages. So those are great connections for us. The challenge was he only owed 125,000 on a home that's shot up to 400,000, which that sounds great, right? Sounds great in theory. Unfortunately, the challenge is one, he's needed to retire and he finally did. But on that fixed income, he's having challenges with the mortgage payment. Even though the balance is only 100,000, the payment is still high. And all that equity has caused his taxes to go up, causes insurance to go up. So now he's got less income, he's got higher payment and higher bills, and he has all this equity, but he's not able to use it. That's where we come in. So we were able to show him we can pay his mortgage off, make his payment zero. Then he'd have money for taxes, have money for insurance. So he's not going to get a ton of money out of the reverse mortgage. We have to leave large percentage of equity in the home. We want them to be safe. We want them to have equity. We want them to be able to pass on equity. We want them to be able to sell their home if they ever need to. But his big thing is his fixed income is going to go a whole lot farther when he doesn't have to write that mortgage check every month. So that's what we do is we give seniors peace of mind by making their budget easier to manage, by giving them cash flow that they could use and allowing them to have the retirement they've always wanted, that they work so hard that they deserve because they have all this equity. They just don't know how to use it. And that's where we come in. So if you know of a banker, if you know of a credit union, if you know of someone in those fields that may not offer what we do, that would be a great connection for us. Or if you know of a senior that could use more cash flow in retirement, more peace of mind, they're worried about finances, that could be a great connection for us as well. We'd educate them, teach them on how this works to see if this could be a good fit for them. So thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you. We'll talk with you soon.